Hi, I'm Clarinda, and you are listening to the Feel Light Mind and Body podcast, created for women like you. Women who are experiencing success in so many areas of life, but are struggling with weight loss, stress eating, and decreased energy. Losing weight can feel hard, heavy, and restrictive. That's why every week I will be offering you a different perspective, tips, encouragement, and a unique approach so that you can feel lighter in your mind and body rather than feeling deprived, frustrated, or discouraged. What if you could feel free, yet in control around food for the rest of your life? What if you could enjoy your experience of losing weight and getting healthier? You absolutely can. You're in the right place. Take this time for yourself and let's dive in. Gratitude is a state of thankfulness, or a state of being grateful for things that we could take for granted. It's a simple and free form of giving and receiving thankfulness and pleasure. And I know we've all heard about the benefits and probably have been on the receiving and giving end of gratitude. But since it is such a powerful emotion that can change your state of mind, body, heart, and the trajectory of your day, I knew we needed to talk about it. Let this be a reminder of how empowering and beneficial to your health it can be. Listen with a beginner's mind and find at least one point to empower you this week and beyond. This podcast and my signature weight loss program are called Feel Light Mind and Body for a reason. And this is an important foundational step to practice to receive that result of feeling lighter. In thinking about what angle I wanted to take on gratitude that would help you, my listener, the most, I was prompted to open up one of the ongoing journals that I started 7 years ago. It was when my little world, as I knew it, was suddenly turned upside down, and my mind wanted to go to a very dark place. I knew that I had to fight to keep it strong. Yes, fight for a strong mind, and not let bitterness or hate take up any space in it. I remember the tears flowing as I poured my broken heart out to God. My point in sharing is because at that point in my life, one of the darkest hours, I felt a nudge to write out what I was thankful for. I knew that nudge wasn't from me. I remember looking up at that high-rise ceiling in my home at the time and said, "What? You've got to be kidding me." And I'm sure you know who that was directed at. Literally nothing was coming into my mind, which I know might sound crazy, but that was the headspace I was in, with probably some remaining shock. I've learned over the years to not ignore those nudges, even when they don't make sense to me at the moment. So I decided to start by writing out what I would write if I was talking about gratitude at one of my workshops or retreats. It gave me some distance from it. And here's what I wrote. Gratitude. Appreciating where and who you are now. Decreases the resistance to receiving more blessings, becoming more, and living more in joy and abundance. Of course, there were many notations surrounding that, which I won't share at this time. But who knows? Maybe at a future women's retreat if it will help others by doing so. So let's look at that first phrase and how we can apply this to losing or maintaining weight. Appreciating where and who you are now. Let's do a check-in. Are you appreciating who you are now? Are you grateful that you are living and breathing? That you have a big heart and are kind and loving to others? Can you also say that in regard to yourself? Where and when are you being kind and compassionate to yourself? Maybe at the end of a long, stressful day? Appreciating who and where you are now doesn't mean that you can't also appreciate and want to be healthier and less stressed. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't want to free yourself of the extra pounds that are creating heaviness in your mind and body. But here's a key secret. Practicing gratitude may prevent you from seeking immediate pleasure in other ways that don't support your goals or serve you in the long run. It may be what you really need to fill you up. Practicing gratitude calms your nervous system. That is a supportive way to be kind to yourself now and to your future self, whether that is in the morning or a year from now. So first, I help my clients who want to lose weight make peace with where they are at right now. Accepting that, yes, they may have used food or beverages to help them get through a situation, Maybe they have been viewing it as their best friend, what they turn to out of boredom when they want some easy entertainment or immediate pleasure. And in case you're hearing me for the first time, or even if it's your 100th time, it's okay for food to be pleasurable. I love food, but as you may know, it's the overindulging of it, or using it to try to fix something else that leads us to weight gain and or health issues. I help you make peace with what is and encourage you to let go of any shaming, blaming, or excuses. They simply aren't helpful. Make peace that you are doing what you felt necessary at the time to get you through it. If you don't have ongoing support to help you stay in an empowered mindset, then have some compassion and understanding for yourself. You are human. I know personally my business coaching sessions are necessary to help me get out of my own way and see my mind drama for what it is. That keeps me moving forward and not staying stuck, discouraged, or simply giving up totally. Practicing gratitude evokes other emotions like joy, satisfaction, and encouragement. So knowing this, why don't we do this automatically? Why do I have to even talk about this on a podcast? Well, the primitive survival part of our brain is always on the lookout for danger. You could have 3 things going right in your life, yet your mind, if left unsupervised, will continually present to you what you are doing wrong, what others are doing wrong, what's wrong in the world, and even what potentially could go wrong, resulting in worry, anxiety, fear, dis-ease, and increased stress. Gratitude helps you see the glass as half full, not half empty. Notice you don't have to spiritually bypass everything and try to say that regardless of your stressful circumstance, you have a full glass. No. But interestingly enough, intentionally living in gratitude can transform your day into one that leaves you feeling lighter at the end of the day, rather than ending it in exhausting heaviness. Gratitude opens a door for more acceptance, peace, and joyous moments. When Dad died 4 years ago, practicing gratitude helped me come to acceptance rather than staying in denial or anger. Yes, I would have loved for him to live long enough to see my granddaughter or grandson when that time comes. I would have loved for him not to have suffered from mixed dementia. I would have loved it if he hadn't had to have those days and nights of confusion and frustration. I was able to acknowledge all of that and feel the waves and stages of grief, but I also deliberately redirected my thoughts back to what I was grateful for. I was grateful that I had him for 49 years of my life. I am thankful that he was such a kind, loving, and supportive dad. Focusing on gratitude helped ease the ache within me and warm my heart. As I reflected on our memories together, I was grateful for the pictures and videos that keep his memory, his voice, and his mannerisms very much alive. Being intentional with looking for what I could be grateful for reminded me of my blessings and to hold on to and treasure those memories. I also recognize that there are people who haven't had that special gift in life. If that is you, I'm pausing right now to send you so much love. Take a deep breath in and feel this hug from me to you. You may like this quote, as do I, from William Faulkner. Gratitude is a quality similar to electricity. It must be produced and discharged and used up in order to exist at all. So let's put that quote into action. It's February, the love month, and one easy way to generate more love is to sow more gratitude to yourself and others. I always like to start by acknowledging my gratitude for my source of life, my Heavenly Father. I like to zoom out bigger in awe and adoration, and then let that light shine deeply within me so I can come into an appreciative state of well-being. Who are you grateful for? Don't just think of the person, but why not give them a call, send them a handwritten note, or leave them a voice memo telling them why you are grateful for them. What are you grateful for about yourself, about your life? Jot down 3 to 5 things now or at the end. The more grateful you are for who you are currently, and the more lovingly you can speak to yourself on what changes you want to make in your mind and body, the more progress you will make. Guaranteed. I am grateful that I get to watch this unfold in client after client, and it is pure joy and satisfaction for all. Take this a step further by asking yourself, what have I been putting on the back burner for too long? What would I be so grateful for if I started making, and you fill in the blank, a priority for myself? One of the 4 introductory questions in my private Feel Light, Mind, and Body group is, what are you proud of? We all have things we want to improve on, but it's so important to be grateful to yourself now for what you are doing well. And what about your past self? What are you grateful for that she did that you are benefiting from now? Did she take a chance and move to a new city or country after graduation to give more opportunity to grow? Did she follow her dream career or her dream to be a full-time mom? What did she take a chance on, even though she felt fear and uncertainty? Did she choose a daily habit that is still benefiting you now? I hope today has been thought-provoking for you. I know in preparing this, it has been for me. It's a chance to slow down our thinking and be deliberate in choosing what we can think or do today that will make us feel grateful next month, in July, October, or years from now. I'm grateful for you as a listener and believer in this Feel Light, Mind, and Body approach. I recognize that there are a lot of things vying for your attention, including which podcast to listen to. So thank you, and thank yourself for investing in your personal growth and empowerment. I want to make sure that you are aware of my free mini course, 5 Steps So Your Clothes Feel Looser. It's 5 short videos and guide sheets so you can apply what you are learning right away. Here's Tammy Robinson's quick message to me this week after accessing the mini course, sharing as always with permission. She said, I really enjoyed this. It was great that the videos were short and to the point. I completed all 5 worksheets and have already started implementing my decisions. I'm taking control of my life and my health now. Right now. She ended it with LOL. If you have already done this, why not give this gift to someone else that you know could use the encouragement? I will drop the link in this description, so invite them to watch this podcast, and then they will hear this opportunity and can decide for themselves. You can share this episode by clicking the share button, or in Apple Podcasts, simply touch the 3 dots in the top right-hand corner, then select Copy Link to then paste in a message or a post. As we wrap up this topic, know that I'm also so grateful for those who have left a podcast review. If you've been meaning to because you appreciate the value you get each week, let today be your day, a perfect way to put your gratitude into tangible action. Giving me that gift of 2 minutes of your time would mean the world to me so that I can continue providing value and improving your life, health, and relationships, along with reaching other women. I know you hear this in my outro, but I also know that many times as soon as the main information has been delivered, we click away and move on to the next thing. In summary, living in gratitude looks like giving back in gratitude to others. For me, that's God and people. But it also means giving back in gratitude to yourself. I would love to hear this week what you are grateful for about yourself. Why am I choosing yourself instead of others? Because I know my audience well, and many of us are givers and doers for others, and that is amazing and worthy of doing. But if we don't practice gratitude for ourselves, we will have this unconscious drag on our energy and wonder why. So give this a try. Humor me at least and see how you feel practicing gratitude for 1, your higher power, spiritual source, creator, God. 2, yourself. And 3, others. That can simply be 3 sentences. I bet you can do that in 3 minutes or less. Can you commit to that? Just know that I will be doing it and many others listening to this right now. We are stronger together. I am grateful for you. And until we talk again next week, with a focus more on love, be intentionally grateful. To quote Robert Brault, enjoy the little things, for one day you may look back and realize that they were the big things. Now, do yourself the biggest favor. From love, take at least one action step from what you learned today. Knowledge without application won't give you the results that you desire. Let me know on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever, what you are choosing to do and when. And yes, please leave a podcast review wherever you are listening to this. When people read your words and can see themselves in them, then you are contributing to women empowering other women. And that feels amazing. You just might change or save a life today.